Oh, well, hello. Thank you all for stopping by and swinging in. It is officially Vault of Knowledge time. If you do not know and haven't played before, thanks for swinging by. Vault of Knowledge is Vault of Internet's weekly live digital trivia event. It is absolutely free to play, does not cost a thing. We are broadcasting live to Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube simultaneously right now. You can play on any one of those three platforms. Totally free to play. There is no prize. It's just us hanging out and having ourselves a jolly old time. Happy Pride to everybody out there. This is our first game of the month. If you have not been with us before, I will run over the basic gameplay. It is as simple as watching what I'm doing right now and answering, which is as simple as typing in your answer and hitting enter in the comments. That's right, we are going to see all of the comments running from everybody who's on the same platform as you, but that's fine, because like I said, there are no points. We're just here to have some fun, hang out, kill some time, and show off our useless, nerdy knowledge. If you are on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, thank you guys all so much for joining in. Go ahead and drop your name down into the comments so I can say hi. I can give you a shout out. Looks like we have a bunch of people joining in over on Instagram already. We've got All About Comics. Seems like you might do pretty well here then. El Jars, Matt Vuho, who I now know is our Matt. Abnormally, which is a pretty fantastic name. Hello, Abnormally. Big fan of that one. Allison Ringbrow, my incredibly talented, very cool, super awesome wife has joined us. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy work schedule. Carly has joined us. Hello. Thank you, Allison. I think you picked it out for me in the Salvation Army. I appreciate you saying hi there. We've got McMog over on YouTube, who's half of Team Pickles Butter Brickle. Pickles Butter Brickle. All right, if you've got a team name, follow after I am McMog and put it down in the comments to let me know. I will do my best to remember, but chances are I won't. But, you know, it's still fun to try anyway. Allison, oh, shucks. Thank you, Carly. Allison is saying, geez, guys, come on. You're making me blush. I am McMog. Since you're the only one that I know for certain is over on YouTube, is the video quality better this week? I brought my webcam from home, I got everything set up, and I should have a pretty solid connection. Please let me know if it is not the case. But everybody else, let me know how the sound is. Let me know if the music is too loud or not loud enough. Otherwise, we are going to get things rolling. We have got, Allison also said hello. Hello, Craft Pumpkin. Pump me. Hello, Craft Pump me. And also RPG Loser Pickled Butter Brickle. Okay, hang on. I do need, okay, so far, thank you, McMog. I am McMog is one half of the team who's on YouTube, and RPG Loser is the other half over on Instagram. I've gotten two different names. Not that I'll remember, but one of them is Pickles Butter Brickle, one of them is Pickled Butter Brickle. So let me know which one I should call you guys for the first question or two. It's a little echoey here on Instagram. Yeah, Eljarf, we are working on that. This Saturday, Curtis is going to bring in some sound dampening foam. We're going to set it up right by my loud, boomy, echoing voice, and hopefully that is going to help cull some of this bouncy echoiness. Out of all the rooms we had available, this is actually the least echoey, so we are making it work. But as long as you guys can still understand me, I will make sure to enunciate very precisely and put my degree to work. No pickles, butter brickle. Okay, no pickles, butter brickle. Oh, we have got Rob. Hello, Rob. I'm assuming we've got Bonnie and Squirrel as well. Thank you guys for joining in. We have a solid amount of regulars hopping in, which means if you're a newbie, watch out. These guys are coming for blood. They know what they are doing, and they are ready to fight. If you are on YouTube or Facebook, I cannot see who's watching, but if you are watching and you want to shout out, just throw your name down into the comments. Okay, I will run over the basic rules of play one more time, and then we will get this thing started. I will ask a question. I'm just going to say it out loud right here to you. All you need to do to answer is type it into the comment section and hit enter. There is no prize, but there is pride and shame, and I will make sure to draw as much attention to each of those as I can, because as you all know, I love when you guys get things wrong, because it means I'm doing my job slightly better. All right, we have got $5 off joining us, and Michael 2087 joining us from the future. Hello, hello, hello. I think it is just about time for us to get things rocking and or rolling. Let me jump into it. Yes, we have got, back by popular demand, I have pretty much permanently reinstated the multiverse choice, which is just my awkward way of saying multiple choice. I'm going to give you the question, and I'm going to give you 4 possible answers. All you need to do is tell me if the answer is A, B, C, or D. If you've ever taken a test before, it's that. So you shouldn't need much more explanation. Here we go. The first question, if we are all ready to rock and roll, the first question of the night. Ooh. Rock Rocks was telling me the Human Torch was denied fire insurance. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. Sydney X Face has joined us as well. Hello, hello. Yeah, let's hit it. We're gonna hit the ground running. We are starting with a question in a fandom that I don't often ask about, and that is the card game fandom. We are kicking things off with a Magic the Gathering question. Here is your first question. Don't fret. It is multiple choice, so you still have 4 chances to get this one right. You have a 25% chance to get this right. Here is your question. In Magic the Gathering, which of the following is not a mana type? In Magic the Gathering, which of the following is not a mana type? Is it A, swamp, B, ocean, C, mountain, or D, plains? Once again, your question is, in Magic the Gathering, which of the following is not a mana type? Is it A, swamp, B, ocean, C, mountain, or D, plains? We are getting some answers rolling in over on Instagram. We've got Michael with our first answer in, says A, swamp. Matt says ocean, which is B. Abnormally says B. Eljars says A. We've got a pretty even split between A and B, is what everyone seems to be thinking. Randy and Richards has joined us, or Rand and Richards. RPG User is also saying half of No Pickles Butterbrickle on both sites have said B, B ocean. Let's see. We've also had Allison saying B, Rob saying A. Nobody's guessing C or D. I'll tell you right now, those are both real mana type. So somebody has it right. It's either A or B. McMahon says, although technically those are lands and the mana types are colors. I think the mana type is the name of the land. Because I think the symbol is the land. Because non-land cards can still do those. I don't know. Shut up, McMahon. You know what I'm saying. All right, here we go. And Allison said B. The answer I was looking for, a handful of you did get it right. B, ocean, is not the correct answer. Technically, it is island. It is swamp, island, mountain, plains, and I don't know, whatever one I didn't see. Robster said C or D. Rob, those were wrong or more wrong. All right, here we go. B is the correct answer. Ocean is what I was looking for. Not a real type. The water type is island. All right. Moving on to question 2. In a standard Dungeons & Dragons battle map, how much distance does one grid square denote? In a typical Dungeons & Dragons battle map, how much distance does one square on the grid denote? Is it A, 6 inches, B, 1 foot, C, 5 feet, or D, 1 mile? On a normal Dungeons & Dragons battle map, how much distance does one grid square denote? Is it A, 6 inches, B, 1 foot, C, 5 feet, or D, 1 mile? Get your answers in. It's not because other mana sources exist in the basic lands. All right, McMog is showing off. So if anybody needs to feel stupid, head over to YouTube and check that out. McMog, I get it. You know what you're talking about. All right, we've got answers rolling in once again. Michael, again with our first answer in, says 5 feet. Abnormally says 5 feet. Abnormally says, oops. You're good, Molly. C and C, RPG Loser, No Pickles, Butter Brickle also says C, 5 feet. Allison, hey Allison, says C. I McMog says C, 5 foot by 5 foot. Got not as many different answers on this one. We seem to have reached a general consensus in the audience here. The answer, as it's coming in here and here, the answer, unsurprisingly to a good chunk of you, yes, it was C, 5 feet. 5 feet is 1 square, so it's roughly like, this much space, like this much space when you're fighting. Moving on to question 3. Yeah, right, a mile-long fight. Maybe just for the magic users and maybe the archers, possibly. Maybe get because movement speed is 30 feet, so I don't know the equation. Well, I know the equation, I just don't know the answer. How long that would be. Hey, Billy's here. Hi, Billy. Billy's downstairs now. Oh, also, it's 7:12, which means about 10 minutes ago, Andrew headed out. So everybody say, bye, Andrew. Andrew's gone for the day. Billy is watching us. Photos a lot has joined us as well. But yes, the answer to that question was C, C, 5 feet. Nice and done to those that got that one right. Make sure you stay hydrated, folks. All right. Moving on to question 3. This is our third question in multiverse choice. Chronologically, in lore, chronologically, not our world, in lore, chronologically, who is the last character to take over the mantle of Robin for Batman? Chronologically, which of these characters was the latest or last one to take the mantle of Robin to Bruce Wayne's Batman? To Bruce Wayne's Batman. Is it A, Carrie Kelly, B, Damian Wayne, C, Dick Grayson, or D, Tim Drake? Once again, chronologically, which of these characters was the last to take the mantle of Robin to Bruce Wayne's Batman? Is it A, Carrie Kelly, B, Damian Wayne, C, Dick Grayson, or D, Tim Drake? I think saying goodbye to Billy, or saying goodbye to Andrew and hello to Billy. Let's see the answers rolling in. Michael says B, Damian. Eljards says A. Rock Robster says B. Carly says A. Billy says, hello, Caleb. Hello, Billy. Billy, can you hear me? If it's quiet downstairs, can you guys hear me through the ceiling? Hello. Can you hear that? I don't know. Carly saying A. Allison saying A. Abnormally saying B. And Mog waiting on an answer from you over on YouTube. Oh. Also, I should probably take down the banner that says game show starting in a moment. And put up the one that says Multiverse Choice. There it is. If you guys aren't on Facebook or YouTube, you're missing out. We got a whole bunch of fun graphics and scrolling text and all that good stuff. Mike Vorkamp saying B. We've also got some folks joining us. Carl Koenig and KV Whitby has joined us. Carly May says they hear you all the time. Okay, that's fair. RPG Loser says B, Damian. You guys, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy because most of you got that one wrong, which I'm super pumped about because that means we are less likely to have a tie. The answer I was looking for was only given by a handful of people. The answer I was looking for, Carrie Kelly in The Dark Knight Rises. The Dark Knight Returns. The Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller. Batman is like 50, 60 years old, barely able to keep it up, but Carrie Kelly seeks him out, discovers who he is, and basically forces herself to become his new Robin. Damian Wayne is the most recent in the current time, with Batman being like 35 or something. But the latest one, chronologically, in Batman is Carrie Kelly in Batman, or in Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller. All right, nicely done to those that got that one right. Carly is giving a high five to Allison because they were some of the few ones that actually got it right. And this letter was Carrie Kelly, in which timeline? We're talking all Batman. In Batman lore, furthest chronology to Bruce Wayne's Batman. Those are my specifications, and that means the correct answer is Carrie Kelly. Nicely done to those that got it right. Matt, Damian, here's a fun little fact. Damian actually is a butt. You're absolutely right about that. Damian is a butt, which means I was not mad to see what happened to him in the beginning of his current run of Robin. If you guys haven't read the first issue of Robin, and you've ever read anything Damian Wayne, chef's kiss. That final panel, something happens to Damian at the end of the issue, and it's like cathartic to see him taking down a couple pegs. Oh, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful to watch. And Mi'kmaq, what is canon even, right? Universe just rebooted for the 17th time. What's canon anymore? All right. Telephase has joined us, and Nizneb Yulek. Hello, Nizneb Yulek. We have got one final question in our multiverse choice. This is the last time I am giving you any answers, so savor it. Also, yes to Kevin Whitby. This is a dope Hellboy. This is Curtis's personal toy, or figure, sorry. The chains are movable. It's so cool. I love this piece. Okay, let's go. Okay, final question. In the Lord of the Rings film trilogy, let me restart that. Take it from the top. The Lord of the Rings film trilogy saw wraiths, orcs, wizards, and kings doing battle. The cast, on the other hand, had its fair share of knights. Which of the following cast members has not been knighted? Sir, this person. A, Ian McKellen. B, Christopher Lee. C, John Rhys Davies. Or D, Ian Holm. I'll do characters for you if that's easier. Is it A, Gandalf, B, Saruman, C, Gimli, or D, Bilbo, or Himbo? The Lord of the Rings film trilogy saw wraiths, orcs, wizards, and kings doing battle. The cast, on the other hand, had its fair share of knights. Which of the following has never been knighted? A, Gandalf, the actor who plays A, Gandalf, Ian McKellen. B, Saruman, Christopher Lee. C, Gimli, John Rhys Davies. Or D, Bilbo, Ian Holm. We have got answers rolling in. Let's see. Michael said C. Matt said Magneto, or A, Ian McKellen. Let's see. Mike Vorkamp said C. Allison said C. Abnormally said C. RPG Loser said C. No answer from McMog yet. Let's see. If anyone is just joining us, by the way, this is totally free to play. There is no sign up. Just watching me is sign up enough. If you think you don't want to answer one of these questions, just throw it down into the comments and you have officially started playing. Simple as that. We're just here to have fun and hang out, so please feel free to throw your comments down and join in on the game. One more time, I will read the question. Essentially, which of the following cast members has not been knighted? Which of the following Lord of the Rings cast members? A, Ian McKellen, B, Christopher Lee, C, John Rhys Davies, or D, Ian Holm? The answer I was looking for was Sir Tom Bombadil. Now, the answer I was looking for, I think pretty much everybody got this one right. John Rhys Davies, Gimli, is one of the only ones who is not knighted. It's really fun though, because if you've ever seen any interviews with him, he does have this very proper voice. He is very classically trained as an actor, and he is quite prim and proper. And I always think it's fun to see him playing Gimli, who is just so not that. Fun little fact, a little factoid that's not the fact that Viggo Mortensen broke his toe while kicking the Uruk-hai helmet. This fun fact, John Rhys Davies, while filming, was allergic to the glue that they used to put his prostheses and facial hair onto his face. So for most of his fight scenes, his face is so swollen underneath the makeup that he can barely see what he's doing, which meant during the fighting scenes, he would just sort of swing wildly, and the stuntmen had to genuinely watch out for their own health and well-being when fighting Gimli, because he was throwing full force throws and just knocking people down. There's some great behind the scenes footage. Highly recommend you look it up. Anyway, never saw a DQB figurine before, so cute. DQ8. I'm guessing that's this one. I don't know what DQ8 is, Abnormally, but since I know everyone else on here, I'm going to guess it's this one. But yeah, this is one of Curtis's personal collection. It's pretty great. Mellaman has joined us. Hello, hello. Thank you for swinging by. All right, we are just finishing up the multiverse choice, which means it is time for our ungoogleable question. Ho, 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 the ungoogleable. You may be asking, why do we have an ungoogleable? Shouldn't they all not be Googled? And you're right. You should not be Googling any of these questions. If you find yourself looking up any of the answers to this free prize list trivia, maybe you need to reassess some things. If winning is so important to you that you would sacrifice your honor and dignity to get some answers to a game with no prize, maybe take a step back and go, nah, maybe not, maybe I won't. Anyway, so I devised a category where I phrase a question weirdly and badly and poorly, specifically so that you cannot type it into Google and just find an answer. This one will take some critical listening skills, some knowledge of the world, and maybe a fun little pun or two. I don't think we have any puns this week, but let's hit it. Here is your ungoogleable question. Not that you're Googling things anyway, right? Here's your ungoogleable. This is a description. I am going to poorly describe a piece of media. In this case, I will tell you it is not a TV show. I'll give you that much. Here it is. In this high-stakes game of identity, the main character must masquerade as their own twin in order to infiltrate an institution. In doing so, the main character ends up working for a powerful duke with whom she falls in love. However, the duke is in love with another. That one being courted by an authority figure with a pet spider. Does anybody know what I am describing? I will hit it one more time for you. Dragon Quest VIII. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Abnormal. Is that this? Is this Dragon Quest VIII? Because that sounds really cool. In this high-stakes game of identity, the main character must masquerade as their own twin in order to infiltrate an institution. In doing so, the main character ends up working for a powerful duke and with whom she falls in love. However, the duke with whom she's fallen in love is in love with another, who is being courted by an authority figure with a pet spider. Can anybody tell me what it is I am describing? Carly is our first audience member to hazard a guess, and his guess, Othello, a Shakespeare production. Othello is a fantastic story. Carly, I will tell you right now, this is not the plot to Othello. Othello is more of a revenge story. That is not this story. I am very sorry about that. Othello and Iago were not in love with each other, though that might have been, well, maybe actually. Well, that's all up for interpretation. Yes, one final time. See if anyone can get it. In this high-stakes game of identity, the main character must masquerade as their own twin in order to infiltrate an institution. In doing so, the main character ends up working for a powerful duke with whom she falls in love. However, the duke is in love with a woman who is being courted by an authority figure with a spider. We've got another answer here. Lauren has given us 2 answers. Lauren, I'm sorry, I can only accept one answer. You have to decide which one you are going to go with. Is it 12th Night or is it She's the Man? It's up to you. That being said, RPG Loser says a different movie, which is, I'll give you a hint, not correct. Allison Monroe says Lauren. Michael gets a bonus point just for saying Bionicle. Love it. Fantastic choice. I choose She's the Man. And Lauren, with that decision, becomes the only person to get this one right. The only discerning factor between 12th Night, Shakespeare's 12th Night, or What You Will, and She's the Man, starring Amanda Bynes, is the spider. The fact that I said that he has a spider. The character in Shakespeare is named Malvolio and is courting Olivia. However, they couldn't quite make that name work in a modern setting like She's the Man. So instead, they made the character, who is the same as the Malvolio character, a different name and gave him a pet spider named Malvolio. There is no such spider in the original in 12th Night, but She's the Man, in case you guys did not know, is an exact port of She's the Man, or of 12th Night, or What You Will. So nicely done to those that got that one right, which is just Lauren. Nicely done on that. And if you didn't know that, now you do. iMcMog, solid guess, but the spider is more pocket-sized than giant evil boss. Nicely done to Lauren, congratulations. Carly, you should be embarrassed. Othello, really? All right, gang. Now it is time for the final category of the night. Normally, this is when we would do Figure It Out. However, we've done that quite a lot recently, and I'm running out of figures for you to it out. So instead, we are doing something that I named. I don't like that name. Okay, yes, we have got, what did I name it, guys? What did I name it? Oh, I remember, I've got a banner over here on Facebook and Instagram. Let me take off multiverse choice. Pinquisitive! Pinquisitive! Because instead of figures, it's pins. Basically the same thing though. I'm going to show you one of the pins that we have for sale downstairs, and you guys have to tell me the name of the character or what series they're from or what fandom. I will let you know. But it is as simple as I show you an image, you tell me what I need to know. Michael is giving, RPG Loser, I love it. I do have to be careful with what I audibly say out here. So just so I can continue to have my job. But I love the jokes. I love them. Yes, Michael is saying, fun fact for Pride Month, that the main character experienced dysphoria watching herself be not her gender. She has to play a different gender throughout the entire show, and has to deal with a lot, actually. Has to go through a lot of emotions because while pretending to be their brother, falls in love and has to reconcile that because they're not just pretending to be their brother for farts and giggles. It's, I believe, a life or death situation, and there was a shipwreck, if I'm not mistaken. She doesn't know where her brother is, and to keep his stature match grades him. It's been a really long time since I read it. I think that's the case. Okay, here we go. Inquisitive. I'm going to swing around to you guys because you can't really see these very well from where I'm at. So here we go. I just need the name of this character. And hey, Instagram, I bet the sound quality is a lot better now that I am not right next to full of echoey walls. Here we go. Let me try and get it in shot for both. Name this character. We'll do a little close-up over here on Facebook and YouTube. And then we'll bring it over here to Instagram. Does anybody have any guesses as to the name of this character? I know it's going to be pretty tricky. I know it's going to be very difficult for you to discern, but can you search the bowels of your mind to try and come up with what name this character might possibly have? By the way, I just want to say Little Shop of Pins did not have to, but they did include the freaking ding in the head. The memory loss ding. Are you kidding me? Oh, I am so impressed with these pins. Anyway, give me the name of this character, and you have got yourself a point. Simple as that. Let's see what we've got over here. Brendan Foreman over on Facebook says Iron Giant. We've got a bunch of answers over here on Instagram as well. Let's see. Jellyfish Miki says Iron Giant. Lauren says Iron Giant. Abnormality says Iron Giant. RPG Loser says Iron Giant. Abnormality says the truth, that this movie still makes them cry. That just means you're human. That is the correct response. Rock Rockster says Iron Giant. Michael says voice actor Vin Diesel. Yeah, which I did not know, but was my first experience to Vin Diesel. Or first exposure to Vin Diesel. I think after that was Fast and the Furious because my brothers were really big car guys. My Punk Kitchen is joining us. Hey, My Punk Kitchen, how you doing? Jimmy number 4 says always good mod. The Iron Joe, yes, says the Iron Giant. Almost guessed El Hazard and the Oboe. No, different one. Yeah, fair. We're going to create a new name for them. Oh, no, I don't want you to give them a name. I want you to tell me their name. It sounds a pretty good name for that guy. All right, that is it. Nicely done to those that said the Iron Giant, which was everybody who saw it. Let's make things a little more difficult this time. We're going to go back in time a little bit. I'm going to go back over to you guys. Well, hello, Instagram. Can you please tell me the name of this character? And YouTube and Facebook, who are farther away from me now, let me know if you can name this character. What is the name of this classic horror character? Does anybody have an answer for me? My Punk Kitchen, oh, hello. Does anybody have any guesses as to the identity of this character? Campbell's, tasty. Does anybody have any guesses? I'm not seeing any answers roll in. Oh, yes, I am. Michael says Swamp Thing. Lauren says Creature from the Black Lagoon. We're getting a couple of different answers here. I will swing back now. I think you've all had a pretty decent amount of time to check it out. McMog says Jason X. A very solid guess. Jason in space, spacing. Brendan says Creature from the Black Lagoon, agreeing with Lauren over on Instagram. Let's see. Allison also says Creature from the Black Lagoon. Rock Rapster says The Black Lagoon. My Punk Kitchen says Creature from the Black Lagoon. We are getting a slurry of answers in. The answer I was looking for, most of you did in fact get correct. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Nicely done, nicely done. One of the classic silver screen horror villains. Nicely done. It is so cute, so attractive. By the way, all of these pins are $9.99 at the store, just so you know. All right, moving on to our third pin, the penultimate pin, the pin ultimate pin, guys, huh? Because penultimate means second to last. It's a pin. It's pretty good, right? I hear you laughing. I can hear it from here. All right. No, I think we're gonna go with this one next. This one I actually had to take off of the case because it had the name right on it. So I'm gonna see who. Rock Rapster, yeah, great film. I think we've asked a couple questions about this one because we just have so much stuff about it. We've got a print, we have a picture as well, the pin, we've got some, yeah, it's a great, great film. Okay, let's see who is keeping up to date on their current events. We're gonna go with Facebook and YouTube first for this one. Can you name this character? What is the name of this character? And over to Instagram. Hey gang, can you name this character? I just need super name. Do not need secret identity. Does anybody know the name of this character?
I don't know how close I can get to Facebook and YouTube without them going blurry, but we'll get it right here a little closer. Does anybody? Wow, look at the details on this pin. All right. Does anybody know the answer to this question? Does anybody over on Instagram? Let's check Instagram. Wow, we got a lot of answers coming over on Instagram. Back over to YouTube and Facebook. We have got what we got. Ooh, I am McMog. You're dangerously close to getting yourself a bonus point, my friend. Pun ultimate pin. You're right. That was a good pun. It was a penultimate. You got good chops. Invincible says, I am McMog. Brendan Foreman says, is not the answer I was looking for, unfortunately. Let's see over on Instagram. Geez, everybody relax, calm down. Lauren says, Invincible. Allison says, Invincible! And then says, what an incredible show. Allison and I just finished this show. Oh man, I mean, if that's the show. If that's this show, we just finished it. Michael says, Invincible. RPG says, Invincible. Lauren says, I think it's Mark Grayson. You're right, it's Mark Grayson. I mean, if it was Invincible, his name would be Mark Grayson. I always thought it was weird to pick Grayson. Lauren, you're totally right. Dan, Lauren is killing it. Yeah, Lauren is a professional here. She gets paid to be a nerd. But yes, you guys all got that one right. Invincible is the correct answer. Brendan got it just in time. Invincible is the correct answer. Pinvincible? There's something there, maybe? Anyway, moving on. That was our third to last. This is our final pin, which means it is our final question of the night. So before I show it to you guys, let me just say, hey, thanks for coming by. Thanks for swinging by and spending time with me. I always appreciate you guys. As I always say, if it weren't for all of you watching and playing along, I'm just a crazy guy yelling in a room to himself. So thank you guys for taking time every single week to come and hang out with me. I really appreciate it. Genuinely, you're all the best, and I love you. Thank you. All right, let's hit it. What is this lesser-known cousin? Yeah, Abnormality, exactly. Why would you pick an established superhero's name for your... Anyway, doesn't make sense to me. All right. What is the name? I will accept a few different things here. I will accept a couple of different answers, 2 different answers to be precise. Can you name this character? MZ Groves just joined us on Instagram. You are just in time for the final question of the night. Can you tell me who the character featured on this pin is? Abnormality saying this was their first trivia. Oh, no, thank you. Everyone say hi to Abnormality. We do this every single week. We are live every Thursday, 7 o'clock to do this, exactly this. The last Thursday of every month is a theme night, and we get to have fun with that too. I'll swing over to Instagram and YouTube, or Facebook and YouTube one more time. Does anybody have an answer for me as to the name of this character? Name or names. There are 2 that I will accept. Let's see over here. We have got, Brendan said one of the Ewoks, a very solid guess, but unfortunately not the answer I was looking for. Let's see what we've got over here on Instagram. Jeff said, no idea who the character is, but I love their energy. That's correct. That is a correct answer. This is an energy you are meant to love. Rock Roster said, Weird Uncle Al. Michael said, I don't know, Cheetah Man? You're close. You are so close. I'm going to give you half of the point for that one, and you'll see why in a second. Cheetah Man, Lauren said Frank the Cheetah Man something. Lauren, I will give you a point for saying Frank. That was one of the answers I will accept. I'm again, either that's blurry or I have a migraine. It looks like Hank Hill wearing a cheetah print robe. You're not far off with Hank Hill wearing a cheetah print robe. The answers I was looking for, I either would have accepted Man Cheetah. If you had said Man Cheetah, I would have given you the points. Or if you had said Frank Reynolds. This is Frank Reynolds from Always Sunny in Philadelphia as a Man Cheetah. If you said either one of those, you got the points. That was a weird one, I know. That was why we ended on it. I normally said Cheetah Dude. Close, but no Cheetah Cigar, unfortunately. All right, okay, and with that, we're done. That's it. That's all I got. I have no more things for you other than my undying gratitude. Thank you guys again for spending time with me, for coming by, hanging out. I will say once again, we play this every single week, every Thursday, 7 o'clock. I am right here on top of Vault of Midnight Ann Arbor, and we're here to just have some fun, play some games. The only time we ever have prizes is the final week of the month. The final Thursday of the month, we have a theme night, and the theme night actually has a prize, so it is a lot of fun. I will say the winner of our last theme night, if I'm not mistaken, let's see. Was that last week? That was last week, right? Yes. So the winner of last week's, what was the theme, guys? Oh, it was anime. Anime was the theme, and the winner was that. Yeah. So the winner was Jackie Bones. Jackie Bones was the winner. Congratulations, Jackie Bones. And Hunter HT Kokaj was second place. I don't think either of you tuned in this week, which is totally fine. I'm sure I'll catch you next week, but we will be reaching out to you for your prize to send you your discount code. That being said, it is time to announce next month's or this month's theme night. If you guys couldn't guess, I think it's pretty obvious. It's going to be Pride themed. Yeah, we're going to be all Pride all night. Every question will have to do with something LGBTQ related in nerddom. That can be comics, video games, TV shows, anything that has LGBTQ representation in any form is fair game. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a very gay evening in the literal definition of the sense. We're going to have a great time. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Thank you for coming by. Ian McBrog is calling out RPG for not getting that right. Apparently you are supposed to be the always sunny person. Anyway, thank you guys all. Thank you. You have a good night too, Jellyfish Mickey. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you guys all so much for coming by. Michael, thank you. Rock Rockster, I love you, buddy. It is always a delight to talk to you and see you. Glad you were able to tune in. Everybody else, get out of here. We are done for the night. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your night. And genuinely, sincerely, thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate it. I'm nothing without you guys. You are the greatest. I love you. Get out of here.